I want to ask you a question. How many things have you completely cut out of your life because you were afraid they'd make your anxiety worse? Coffee, alcohol, exercise, traveling, restaurants, driving, even hang out with some of your friends. I know because I've done it too. And here's what I eventually realized. The goal of recovery isn't to make your world smaller. The goal is to make you stronger.
Okay, let's go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Anxious to Alpha. We are in week 3 of pillar number 5. The last 2 weeks, we talked about how stimulants can mimic anxiety and how alcohol can leave your nervous system feeling completely off the next day. But today, I want to answer the question I see all the time. Do I have to quit it all forever? My answer probably isn't what you expect. When my anxiety was at its worst, I wanted certainty. I wanted somebody to hand me a list. Eat this, never eat that, drink this, never drink that. If somebody had told me that avoiding coffee or alcohol forever would cure my anxiety, I probably would have done it. Because fear makes certainty feel incredibly attractive. But here's the problem. If your confidence only exists because you've eliminated everything that scares you, is that really confidence? Or is it dependence on avoidance? That question changed my entire recovery. We call everything a trigger, but sometimes it's actually a teacher. Maybe that cup of coffee didn't ruin your progress. Maybe it showed you that you shouldn't drink 300 milligrams of caffeine on an empty stomach after sleeping for hours. That's not failure, that's just feedback. Energy drinks before a panic attack, drinking after a stressful week, skipping meals before coffee, or having 5 drinks instead of just 1 or 2. There's a huge difference between this substance is evil and I just haven't learned my limits yet. One of the biggest changes that I made was replacing rules with boundaries. Rules sound like I can never have coffee. Boundaries sound like coffee after breakfast works well for me. Rules, alcohol is completely off limits. A boundary, I know what amount leaves me feeling okay tomorrow. You see the difference? One comes from fear, the other comes from self-awareness. Now, I do want to be clear. There are situations where taking a break or even stopping something altogether is the correct decision. If every energy drink sends you into a panic, if alcohol consistently ruins the next 2 days, or if you're relying on either one just to cope, then stepping away for a while can be a healthy choice. But make that decision because it supports your long-term health, not because anxiety convinced you the substance itself is a monster. I hope by now you're starting to see something. These 12 pillars aren't 12 random health tips. They're building one person, a man who understands his body, a man who doesn't panic every time he feels a symptom, a man who just makes decisions instead of reacting to fear. That's the person we're trying to become here. I want you to ask yourself this before consuming alcohol or caffeine next time. Did I sleep well? Did I eat? Am I already stressed out today? Am I using this because I enjoy it or because I'm trying to escape? Will tomorrow's version of me thank me for today's decision? If you can answer those honestly, you're already thinking differently than you were a few months ago. So I want to leave you with this. Don't measure your recovery by how many things you've removed from your life. Measure it by how many things no longer control you. Maybe one day you'll enjoy a cup of coffee or celebrate with friends without your mind immediately jumping to fear. That's freedom. Not because the coffee changed or the alcohol changed, but because you changed. That's what we're building. Not a perfect life, but a resilient one. Because resilience isn't the absence of discomfort. It's trusting yourself enough to handle it. Thank you guys for watching. Comment below if you got something out of this, and I'll see you next week.